Hey folks, this week on High Mountain Season, just grilling time, we're here at Rain Creek Ranch. My name's Kyle Nunn, and we're gonna start off with a couple of venison recipes that we're gonna pop into the smoker. And this first one, we call it Rain Creek Stuffed Roast. And it starts off with about a 3-pound roast that you can get off of the ham of the venison. And you're just gonna slice this thing down and butterfly it out. And don't cut all the way through it. I'm gonna lay that right there. And I'm gonna pull this one over here. And what we've got here is the same piece of meat. All I've done is laid it out here for you. You lay your cream cheese in there, you lay your pine nuts in, you lay your spinach in. You might want to take a little bit of the High Mountain Seasoning steak rub and douse that down in there, and just to get some on there and on the inside. That's all you need. It doesn't take much of that. And then you're just gonna lay this thing back together and you're gonna tie it up. And by tying it up, what it's gonna do for you is it's gonna hold this whole piece of meat together. We're gonna cook this thing at 200 degrees on the smoker for about an hour. And then we're gonna lower the temperature and cook it at about 155, 165 for another 2.5 hours. A total of 3.5 hours. Main thing is you wanna make sure the internal temperature gets up to at least 150, 155 degrees. And that way your meat's good. You don't wanna overcook this. If you overcook it, it's just gonna dry it out. So we're gonna pop this thing right here in the Camp Chef smoker, and we're gonna put it on the top shelf. Got it going. We're gonna fix a side dish to go with our stuffed venison roast. Brussels sprouts are really great. What I want you to do is take those, cut the ends off, cut these things in half, toss them in the pan. You're gonna take a little bit of oil. This is a blood orange oil. And you're just gonna put that over the top of these. After you get the oil on, we're gonna take some High Mountain Seasonings trail dust, and we're gonna sprinkle that over the top of it. And once again, this is just a taste. And teaspoon and a half is probably gonna be more than enough. Then you're gonna take some brown sugar, and you're gonna move that over the top. A little bit of fine pepper. And the reason for fine pepper is so you won't have those big pepper flakes in there. Don't know if you've ever used this or not, but these are crystal salt flakes and they're red chili pepper flavored, infused. And you want to just take that and you want to crumble it up. And you're going to save some of this for the side, because when they get done, we're going to take these and we're going to put them a little bit of this right over the top. You're going to heat it up. You're gonna put the lid on it and just let them simmer. You just wanna stir them to make sure, because you got that brown sugar in there and you wanna make sure that it doesn't stick, and you wanna keep stirring it, but they're just about done. You wanna get these out of this pan because they'll keep cooking. Put them in a dish. Once you have them in this dish, remember that red chili pepper flake salt that I was telling you about? You wanna take some of that. You wanna toss it on top. Okay, just a little bit. You want to give it a little toss. And remember that roast that we were working on earlier? We're going to pull that out. We're going to get a slice of that. We're going to garnish it with that Brussels sprouts. And man, you're going to have a great meal. I'm going to lay it right there on the table. You can see how that looks. And remember all the ingredients that we put in here. We had cream cheese, spinach, pine nuts. And we used the High Mountain Seasonings on this and sprinkled it on there. We put it into the smoker. We smoked that thing up about 3.5 hours. That's all we were. And you're gonna lay that right on the plate. You're gonna come over here and you're gonna grab you some Brussels sprouts. You're gonna stick that on there. There you go, folks. Nice looking plate. For the recipe list, go to jkttv.com. I'm Kyle Nunn at Rain Creek Ranch. I hope you enjoy.